Plus, thousands of U.S. troops arrived in Europe today for deployment, including soldiers from Fort Carson. Good evening and thanks for joining us here on News Channel 13 at 10 o'clock. I'm Angelica Lombardi. And of course, we begin tonight with a Storm Tracker 13 alert for you. Take a look. This is how the day started out in Woodland Park. You can see plenty of snow and chilly temperatures, but not too unusual this time of the year in Teller County. But by nightfall, things had already cleared up. But beware, that was just a taste of what's to come. Storm Tracker 13 meteorologist Nick Carter joins us now. And Nick, I know you are tracking some big changes that should start rolling in any time now.
And it's already starting in southwestern Colorado. Angelica, take a look at this. It looks innocent enough. A nice little mix of rain and snow right underneath my name. We'll show it to you right there. This is our next approaching storm system. It's moving up from the south and west. Southeastern Colorado, as far as Colorado Springs down to Trinidad is concerned, we're snow-free. In fact, our skies are still mostly clear. But we've been tracking another branch of the storm that moved into southeastern Colorado right around Springfield and Lamar. It's now moving into southwestern Kansas in the form of ice and rain and snow mix. This is a real area of concern for us. In fact, temperatures now just at or below freezing, 34 in La Junta, 31 degrees in Springfield. And this is where winter storm warning goes into effect starting at 11 p.m. tonight. For Colorado Springs and Pueblo, we go under a winter weather advisory, and that starts at about 5 a.m. tomorrow. So we're going to see the snow showers late. They're already starting in southern Colorado, southwestern Colorado at this time. We start with a freezing rain snow mix. That goes through tomorrow into Monday morning. Of course, Monday is a holiday for many of us. Travel could be a little tricky in some spots, especially over the higher elevations like the Palmer Divide, and especially over the extreme southeast corner of our state. And we'll cover that in more detail with our Storm Tracker 13 forecast. Back to you, Angelica.
All right, thanks so much, Nick. Now, let's take another look outside. Here's how it's looking right now at I-25 near Monument. Of course, traffic is still moving out there tonight, but of course, this is just one area that will soon feel the effects of our incoming storm. And as Nick mentioned, this storm is expected to be a little different from the last. With the warmer temperatures, the snow will be heavy and wet. Earlier today, KRDO News Channel 13's Katie Spencer had a chance to ask CDOT how this affects the job they'll be doing over the next few days.
The streets are clear now, but the next winter storm is closing in on southern Colorado.
I don't think it's going to be a very bad storm, maybe a couple inches of snow up here, just depending on how that low falls tonight.
Brad Bauer with the Colorado Department of Transportation says they are ready for this next round of winter weather.
We'll put liquid de-icer down, first flake, try to prevent that, keep the bond between the ice and the asphalt.
The roads aren't the only thing being prepped for this storm. Shoppers are getting out in full force. The parking lot of King Soopers was crowded with busy shoppers, some stocking up to stay inside, but some like Christopher Holder.
Honestly did not. I had no idea there was a storm coming.
For him, it's just another Colorado storm under his belt.
We have firewood and food at home, so that actually might be nice. An excuse to stay home.
Bauer says their work doesn't change at all with the snow coming on the weekend.
We have far less traffic to worry about or contend with like we do during the week, so it makes our job a lot easier with the lighter traffic.
But he wants to remind everyone to give their crews room to work. In Colorado Springs, Katie Spencer, KRDO News Channel 13.
CDOT will have 20 crew members ready for the overnight shift and 20 more for the day shift, ready to address those trouble spots. And when the snow starts falling overnight, we won't be alone. There are weather alerts covering a dozen states tonight, even a few states of emergency as a heavy coat of ice brings down power lines in the central states, coating the roads as well.
I could just see every single car that was coming to hit me, and my airbag deployed, and then my head got whacked on the steering wheel like 5 different times.
And this string of storms already turning deadly. At least 3 people have been killed on the roads between the Texas Panhandle and Illinois. And for many, the worst is still to come. And in the Colorado High Country, folks are watching this storm anxiously. Along this picturesque mountainside near Keystone, serious avalanche danger. The Colorado Avalanche Information Center has already recorded over 400 individual avalanches in the past 12 days, including the one that leveled this historic log cabin. And the forecast is calling for another foot of snow in that region. Police in Colorado Springs are investigating a body found just south of downtown earlier this afternoon. The body was found about 2 o'clock underneath a bridge on South Nevada near Fountain Creek. Police say the body of an adult male was discovered in an area that frequently hosts homeless campers. He had no obvious injuries, but police say until they know for sure, they are treating this discovery like a crime scene.
Every death, we owe it to that individual and to the family members of that individual to ensure that we're doing a very complete investigation.
Crews say they were on scene for several hours, even as night fell. For now, police have issued no other details, but the investigation is ongoing. It's an aggravating sight. You wake up to broken glass in your driveway and valuables missing from your car. As KRDO News Channel 13's Colleen Sikora found out today, it's a crime that's seeing a serious spike in Pueblo and the county.
Well, originally there was just a small hole right here in the windshield.
Sharon McDougall has lived in Pueblo all her life.
Altered my plans for the day and shook me up a lot.
In the last 6 months, she's had her house broken into. Now the back window of her van shattered, and police told her she's not the only one.
He informed me that this had happened to about 19 people.
She's working to clean up the mess that police believe was caused by a BB gun.
I always just thought it was ridiculous how bad rap Pueblo has, but in the last couple of years, it's frightening. I don't feel safe here anymore.
In Pueblo West on Tanager Drive, neighbors waking up to find their cars rifled through and things gone.
Probably about $2,000 worth of power tools and hand tools.
Electrician Jeremy Crooks accidentally left his car unlocked Friday night, but says he's never had anything like this happen in the more than 3 years he's lived here.
The lady next door said that they must have went down into every car that was locked or unlocked.
And he says in the future, he'll be double checking that his car is locked every time.
If you forget to lock it, it's not sometimes it's not a huge thing, but I guess that's a different thing now, so.
In Pueblo, McDougall wants justice.
We've got to start prosecuting these small crimes.
And hopes to see more cops on the streets soon.
I'm super supportive of police, but we've got to get more.
To help prevent this in the future. In Pueblo, Colleen Sikora, KRDO News Channel 13.
The good news for the public and police, more help is on the way. 14 new officers have completed initial training for the Pueblo Police Department and are set to begin their street training soon. An update now to negotiations between KRDO and DirecTV. The satellite carrier shut off the station's signal this past Thursday. KRDO's parent company, News Press and Gazette, is trying to negotiate an end to the disruption of service, but DirecTV has refused to respond to an offer that NPG submitted before the disruption began. KRDO will, of course, keep you updated on the negotiations in our newscasts, and online you can click on the Save My Local Station link on the homepage of KRDO.com. And still to come, it's the